again, and they don't know any different. You know, they don't know it's fourth down and on a road game in a conference game. It's just, hey, that, you know, Johnny's stepping in there and doing his job. You know, defensively, I thought those guys played really, really well with some guys in there that hadn't played a ton before, and you know, again, very proud of that effort.
Yeah, when you're watching a guy who practiced as a tight end a few days ago play D-line,
right.
I mean, are you kind of going, I'm curious how this is going to go?
Yes and no. I mean, again, just our guys are so great to be around, and that guy Koakai is a perfect example of that. You know, he would carry the laundry and load the bus and load the plane, and whatever you literally asked him to do, he would do it with a smile on his face. And so again, that's fun to be around.
Mark, how much did you think the Seiko interception and Josh Helfrich touchdown, that two-play sequence, how much?
Huge. That turnover was absolutely huge. We didn't, you know, we talked coming out of halftime that, you know, just put a drive together at the beginning, and we had the best field position of the night, and, you know, don't turn that into a touchdown. But to get it basically right back shortly thereafter was huge, immeasurable.
How about Huff's ability the last couple of weeks, especially making plays,
yep.
not just making plays after the catch?
Yeah, Josh has really stepped up, you know, and kind of he had signed, you know, he just had kind of some lingering injuries and stuff his first couple of years, but he was always in there. You know, you always knew with him that spark was there. He's a physical guy when he's really playing with confidence and playing freely, and he's done a lot better job the last couple of weeks.
Bama's loss, you guys could be ranked #1. How do you feel about that?
That's great to talk about, but now we have Stanford, so that won today as well, and a very, very talented team, a different set of challenges, both offensively and defensively, and again, all that matters is next week, and that's the perfect example of that.
Some of the guys said they saw that Alabama result before the game. Is that almost, you guys, do you have to almost serve that as a reminder? Hey, any given Saturday type of deal?
I don't know if you have to talk about it. I think it's just kind of there's lessons every week. Who was it? Louisiana Lafayette almost beat Florida, and and those games happen every week. I didn't see all the scores from today, so I don't know if there was a mind-blowing type upset. But our guys believe in that formula, and we're going to put it to a test again next week.
Is that what this game felt like, at least for the first couple of quarters, 2 quarters and a half?
What's that?
One of those games where it's really close down the stretch. Is that what it felt like?
I don't know. I don't really. I never really think of it that way. We're just trying to coach that moment and get through that situation. Whatever the down and distance is in that play, that's kind of our whole focus, and that's all it can be. You win your first game of the year, the second one's bigger. You win the second one, the third one's bigger, and so forth. And it's a process.
How much better are Marcus's reads and progressions at this point?
He's been good that way. He's been very, very consistent just mentally, and again, Stanford will be different, and so their defense is just a lot different than Cal and some of the other teams we've played, and so that will certainly test that, as tonight did.
You guys have preached so much next guy in with injuries. There were a lot that just felt like one after the other in the first half. Is there a part of you that you guys even think about that? We're almost what's
right. Yes and no. I mean, to a certain extent, you're gonna kind of do your deal. But if a particular guy that his skill set is different than another guy, obviously there's going to be minor tweaks. But our guys do such a great job in practice of just playing and exhibiting their ability. And so as a teammate, you see a guy go in, and you're just you kind of have that built-in confidence. Hey, that guy's done it before. We're okay.